What's up YouTube? Welcome to more trades. This is an update on Litecoin. Okay, Litecoin had this sell signal on the daily time frame on the 5th of May, and if you go on the 4-hourly, you had it even way before that. Somewhere around here, you can see it says short around April. So if you look at Litecoin at the moment, Litecoin is pulling down. But where did it pull down to? Even though we had a short sell signal on the 5th of May, Litecoin has came down all the way. If you look at this, says the low is at $75 on the 15th of March, and we came directly into the $75 zone for today. You could see that we are traveling in a descending channel, but we are forming some sort of a bearish pattern, which is kind of confirming now. And if you break the neckline, which is at $64, that would be very bearish for Litecoin. It could bring Litecoin all the way down. That won't happen in one candle. So at times you might find the TA, oh, it's invalid. We are going up. And then you see that we're coming down, we're going up. So these are just projections, not guarantees. The target would be $27. That's very, very far off. My targets for Litecoin to the downside, 73.31. If we're able to pump up, as you know, I always say, if we're above 85, we'll see 95. I have targets to the upside, but let us get above 95 to discuss them. So for now, my resistance is at 86.6 for this descending channel that we've been traveling in since 11th of April. It's almost a month. And if we come up, 86.6 is the top of the channel, which will coincide with $85, which is our, let me pull up the fixed range volume profile. You would see it's a value area high of the entire range at around $85. To the downside, your POC is down here at around $53.77. You are in a descending channel. The bottom of the channel for tomorrow will be at around 68, and the high will be at around 86. The mid of the channel will be somewhere at around 77.3 if we aren't able to rotate. However, in the daily time frame, you are below the 55. You are below the 200 EMA in pink, below 83.77. You need to reclaim that and start reclaiming the $89 zone where you have the 55 EMA. Going into smaller time frames, the 15-minute time frame, for us to be bullish, for starters, you had this strong move down in Litecoin that I always say when you have a quick move down, you might have a move to recover it. You could come all the way up to 79.61. Where would you would be meeting the 50 EMA cloud over here. It could be your next resistance. Or you could easily come down all the way down to 75 to recover this liquidity in this wick and possibly wick lower. 73.3 is a significant level if we can get there. However, I won't be looking at it till we start losing the descending channel and losing those levels. Then I'll be starting to look at Litecoin. We have this green descending trend line. I'm not sure what it is. Oh yeah, it's a descending channel. Sorry about that. To the downside, yeah, POC at around $53. That's so far away. Let us break 68 to look at that. Let us break 85 to consider 95 and above. Bullish targets for Litecoin. They could be very bullish. If we erase everything in this chart, let me try and get rid of everything in this chart and remove drawings and indicators and look at Litecoin. If we say this move, the move from down here, let's look at this. The move from the lows over here at around mid-June 2022, all the way to the high over here, the peak. You could see that on the way up here, Litecoin came all the way down to the 0.618. We got a nice reaction. Now, the problem is, it's not a big problem, but we formed a lower high. Over here, we had a higher high compared to this. Now we formed a higher low. We formed a lower high. We do not want to form a lower low. You want to continue climbing these fib levels. You want to get above 90 and continue higher. If this was it for Litecoin, the $65 zone, because that would be a significant pullback for, say, a wave 1 and a wave 2, 618. You could even come down to the $54 zone where you would meet the fixed range volume profile at around POC at around $53. But if you say that was Sorry about that. If you say that, okay, now we have that. If we want to look at a bullish target for Litecoin just using Fibonacci's, we could do a projection and say this was our beginning of a wave one. We came all the way up here to 106. Then we pulled down in a wave two all the way down here to 64, 65. Our projection for the wave three or the wave C, whatever it is a one-to-one. Possibly you have a golden pocket at 108 where you'd be grabbing liquidity from your previous high, or you could even come down up to the 1-to-1, 131, and even the 1.618, 171.7. That's also possible for Litecoin. But let me give you a projection to the downside. Now, as you see, when you got to your peak over here, you came down and you went all the way up and got rejection somewhere at the 0.887. Now let's take a projection. If we say this move down is going to be an ABC all the way down, that's going to be really scary for a lot of people, but that's how charts move. You take a trend-based fib and you take and look at the possible targets. At the moment, trend-based fib gives you the golden pocket. You got a good reaction, so that's not bad. But your next target could be the 62.46 or even the 1.618 at around 37. So just be aware, trade it level to level. Next level down, if we can't hold this level, we're coming down to 73 where we have supposedly good support. That's my update for Litecoin. If you did, smash the likes, and if you really do like it, subscribe to the channel, join the free Discord, and if you want to support the channel, you could buy me a coffee through the link in the channel description and in the video description. More trades, I'm out.